we've done here is we didn't really want to pay for a brush hogger or a bulldozer, so we just used the goats as a method of brush hogging. And after we cut down all the trees, this entire area was filled with like 4-foot tall brush. This is where the trees were over here. There's kind of like a line right here where the trees were, and then this over here was just all brush. And we got the goats in the cage and moved them along segment by segment, and they ate up everything. They ate up poison ivy. This is poison ivy here. They ate up this other plant. I'm not really sure what it is, but everything. They just chomped it down to the last freaking stem. And now that it's beginning to be fall, it looks nice. We've been driving the truck all the way up in here. We're almost done with clearing the trees and everything. We just got a couple overhead branches, as you can see, like up there, because you have to have a 30-foot swath cleared through there. But anyways, this is the contraption that we have for moving the goats around over here. It's basically just a few sections of a hog panel that's welded together, and we got this tarp on top of it, and we weighed the tarp down with some cinder blocks and like different pieces of wood and stuff that we got. And it has chicken wire on it just because sometimes we throw it in the back of the truck and use it to haul chickens and stuff. And then it has a gate on it, swinging gate, and we swing that sucker open, and got a couple hog panels here. Yeah, no, these are cattle panels here, but we just wire tie them off to the side of the goat cage here, and just move it along and move the whole damn thing, and they just eat everything up. You see, they've eaten most of what they're in right now, and now we can see the rocks and the trash and all the other things that we got to clear out. So I'll show you guys what it's like to move this thing. And what we do first is we just chase them into the goat cage. Hey, get in there! Get in there! And they just go in like that. And then just untie the little steel wire ties that we got. Loosen up these cattle panels so they're easier to move. And then we just shift it to the new location. Really easy. Let's go down by the road a little bit more. Okay. Well, maybe not, because it's on a hill. Yeah. We'll have to come back here. That. Now we move the cattle panels just fine, and we'll grab the goat cage, and we're actually going to move them with them in it, so it's pretty easy. Let's do it like this. We just tie these goat panels off. Or they're not goat panels, but and once we get it all tied off and stable, you just kind of go around the edge and make sure there's nowhere where she can crawl out, which is kind of a place right here, so we'll fix that real quick. And then alright, and then when we got it all, this time we had to use some rocks to keep them from getting out on the lower edge. Really just her, little Athena, because she doesn't have very big horns. Hermes can't do that, nothing like that. We'll just let him loose here. Goats always just tend to eat the first thing that they see. They just kind of go through and just chomp it all down. And we'll be back tomorrow, and they'll have this little patch here cleared, which I'd say is probably like a 10-foot circle. We got them some grain and other dumpster snacks over there in that bucket, and some water in that bucket. And this shelter serves as a good rain shelter for them. And they'll tear through all this here and eat it all down to where we can see everything, and just like a brush hog, but except you don't have to worry about hitting rocks. So that's our technique.